Yes, sir. Let's go rate us a beer, man. Talk about we're gonna see what we can get, man. We need a high overall though. Oh, we got a 98 right there. Let's see if we can click on button. Not you, other button, or other button right there. Let's see if that's the right person. Okay. We got I'm so slime. Boy, I tell you, boy, with these names, boy, I tell you, boy. I don't know what these people be thinking, but anyway, Buddy got a 7 foot center. Playmaking defensive anchor. Now y'all know when you have a center, you look for certain things. Okay, interior defense, block, rebounding, strength, passing. Okay, so as y'all can see at a quick glance, this boy is a straight paint. My bad. My bad. This boy is a paint clogger. We don't like paint cloggers like that. Now, if you want to just go out there and have some fun with a Shaq type build, hey, by all means, go out there and have some fun. But a paint clogger, don't do it. Okay? So, we got that out of the way. Y'all see, no 3-point shooting, no mid-range shooting. He is a straight clogger. Okay? And as far as the essentials, if I can say that, for the center, you got an 88 interior defense. That's good. Get goal post lockdown. That's great. Perimeter defense still, that's kind of secondary. You don't necessarily need that. You know what I'm saying? You can do fine without it when it comes to a center, a 7-foot center. Okay. As far as the block, he has his block at a 97. Now, I mean, I wouldn't go that high, me personally. I wouldn't go that high. But, you know, if that's something you want to do, that's something you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You're going to block a lot of shots with that. I did create a Rudy Gobert build. At least he had mid-range. You know what I'm saying? And this build right here, he's going to be a shot blocking fool. I can tell you that. He is going to block a lot of shots, okay? With that 97 block, you know, and you get certain badges when you go that high. And I guess that was something he tried to do. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it, you know. It's just a personal preference at the end of the day, depending on who you play with, depending on your play style. You know, if your teammates don't mind you having a paint clogger, that's fine. Go ahead and play out there now. I'm not saying it can't work. I'm not saying that at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, paint cloggers, man. When the game get tough, and, you know, especially if you have a point guard that's going to try, or whoever, try to get to the rim, like you got a slash on your team, this can hurt you because whoever guarding this person right here, they're going to sit in the paint. You know, unless he's just one of those people that like to set screens or whatnot and do that on the perimeter and roll to the goal. But when you got a slash on your team, it's going to kind of hurt them a little bit because the person guarding him is going to want to sit in the paint. Okay? So I like the interior defense. I like the shot blocking. That's great. With the rebounding, we got a 99 rebound. He's 96. Excuse me, he went 96 and then 3 cap breaks to get to 99. He don't have many cap breakers, okay? So the build can get a little bit better. Now, in what area, I don't necessarily know what he want to do, but a 99 rebound is always good to get legend rebound chaser, which I think he could have left it at a 96. To be honest, you're a 7-footer. You got long arms on this build, and you could have left it at a 96 if you ask me. We got an 81 defense rebound. That's not bad if you know what you're doing. Me personally, on my build, on my 7-foot center, I got 96 and 81. So going 96 and 81 is not bad at all. Okay, but he bumped it up to a 99 because there are a lot of people out there that have a 99 rebound on their build. So you know what I'm saying? It's not bad that he has it like that, you know. As far as the physicals, you're not gonna have much speed. He must have took his weight up. Well, he had to take his weight up to get that strength that he has. He got a 6'6" speed. That's good for a 7-footer. 51 agility, that's good. He has a 94 strength and took it to a 97. Okay, now you might well go 99. You know what I'm saying? 82 vertical. I think that's good for a 7-footer. We go to the finishing. With the centers, you want to make sure you got that 90 standard dunk. Okay, that's the most important thing when it comes to a center. If you are a post scorer, then that's different. You want to add some post scoring, but he does have that 90 standard dunk, and I think that's a good thing. 68 driving dunk. I would try to get to 73 to get that posterize on bronze. Not saying they're going to make a huge difference, but it will make a difference in the way that you finish at the rim. Now with centers, you want that close shot high, but as you can see, he only has a 76, which is not like super bad, you know, but most centers that I see, they be having high close shot to do those standing layups or whatever, you know what I'm saying. But the finishing is okay only because he has that 90 standing dunk, you know. And we go to the passing, he does have a 95 pass accuracy. I think that's overkill, but you know, that's just my personal opinion on it, you know what I'm saying. I think he could have changed some things up to, you know, kind of make the build a little bit better in certain areas, but that's what he wanted to do, and that's what he did. You know, it is what it is. He does have like great passing, so once he get the rebound, he can kick the ball up the court to his teammates. Now let's go. Let's take this to the builder. Okay, let's take it to the builder, and we're gonna see what we can come up with. See if we can kind of try to replicate and see, you know, see what he was thinking, see what badges he was trying to get with this build. So we're gonna put that in the builder right now. Okay, now we're gonna be the same height, and we're gonna try to do the same weight too. You know me, man. Y'all know I changed a lot of stuff on these builds, and you know, I'm just gonna show you what I would do. Okay, so let's max the wingspan out. The weight he had 259. He was trying to get to 97 strength. Let's see. Let's go higher. Let's do it like that right there. Let's go 263. Right now, we're gonna give it, you know, get a build some of the main things that he had. Right, 90 standing dunk. We want that. Right. He had a 64 post control. We're not even gonna add that post control. Right, we're not gonna add that right now. The passing, I think that's overkill. You know, that's just my personal preference. I mean, my personal opinion. You know, but getting it to 87, I think you fine with that. You know what I'm saying? Like he went 90, 95. You know, he wanted great passing. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna leave it like that for right now. As far as the interior defense, he had that 88. I think that's fine. Okay. Shot blocking, he had a 97. Now, I think that's overkill. I think an 84 would be fine. That's just my personal opinion on it. He went 96. We're gonna leave it right there for now. We'll come back. So 96, and then let's see. You can get to a 99. Okay. So 96 and 81. Right. We're gonna do the speed. We're gonna max that out. Max the agility out. He had a 94 strength. Okay, and then he, you know, used the cap breakers. All right. So we're just gonna do 95. Okay, and then if you know you want to add those cap breakers, go ahead and add those cap breakers. Okay. With the vertical, he had an 82, but we can get it to an 80. All right. Really need an 83 to be honest. I had to take the weight down for that, or the wingspan. We don't want to do that. So let's just go 80. All right. Now, as it sit, he still got the post control with the vertical. Right. So we'll give it a little higher blocking because we want to try to get as close to what he had as possible. Let's go 93. Okay, we're gonna go 93. I think 97 is overkill. You just don't need it. Now we got a little bit more room for more with the build. Now it just depends on what you want to do. You feel me? Like you can do more now. Now if you want to add a little 3, you can add a little 3, but it ain't much. Now if you want to add some mid range, which I think he probably should do, you know what I'm saying? I think that'll make the build a little bit more. That'll make the build a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? If he adds some mid-range to the build, you know, at least you'll be able to step out and make a mid-range shot. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll help you out a little bit. You feel me? So I was gonna try to get it to a 78 on the midi. Okay. Let's see. We can leave it right. We can leave that strength like that. You know, just in case you want to do something else. But as you can see. We do have a 76. Let's see, that's 77. Let's try to get one more somewhere. What can we get it from? What could we get that from? Bam, there we go. So 78 gonna give us set shot specialist. So we can take that. You feel what I'm saying? Now this build is very similar to what he had, but I dump some of that stuff down. Like you'll be fine with Hall of Fame rebound chaser. Now you need an 83 vertical to get Pogo on Hall of Fame, which Um, you know, it's a personal preference at the end of the day. Having a 95 strength is a solid number. You know what I'm saying? And to have post lockdown on gold, that's really good. If it was my bill, I'd be okay with this. There's just a few changes. I think he went overkill on the block. He went overkill on the passing, and I think this is fine. And I gave the bill a little bit better when it comes to spacing. At least you can shoot a mid-range shot now. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't shoot a mid-range shot at first. At least you can shoot a mid-range shot now, and you can be okay with the spacing. If they're in the zone, you can get to the free throw line. You can make a free throw with a 78. You know what I'm saying? I'll make a mid-range shot with a 78. So yeah, we'll leave it like this. And you take your cap breakers and do what you need to do. If you want to put 3 on the offensive rebound, that's fine. You want to put 4 on the strength to get it to a 99, that's fine. If you want to add something to the passing, which I don't think you need to add anything to the passing, I think you're fine with this. You feel me? So this is what I would do. You feel me? There would be my spin on this bill, and I think it's just as good because he went overkill in some categories. I tried the high interior defense. I tried the high block. I tried the high passing on the bill. It's not worth it in some games. I'm telling you, okay? Not saying it's bad, but you want to try to get as much as you can out of these bills, okay?